practice, charity and legal compliance, and strategic direction.
And it is 11 o'clock on 88.3 FM, 1350 AM and on ury.org.uk/CIN. I'm joined in Studio Red now by Dariush Bigham, who's running for the role of Student Trustee. Dariush, why do you want to be a Student Trustee?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm currently on my placement year, and I'm doing an integrated master's, so I've been at this university for a few years now. And really, it's been a role that's always interested me because of the amount of, I think, responsibility that student trustees within USU have, and the amount of sort of influence that they can have to bring change or to influence the decision-making process, I think, in a way that benefits students. Because really, that's why student trustees are there. They're members of the board of directors of USU, and they represent students within that capacity. Because I think there's also local businessmen or that sort of thing as well that are involved on the board. But each one of these sorts of each member of the board brings their own perspective and their own sort of set of experiences to the table when it comes to reviewing decisions that are put forth by USU. And I think, as a student trustee, it would be so great to be able to have that kind of ability to review things from the perspective of a student.
Do you not think you could have a bigger impact on student life by running for one of the roles? One of the sabbatical officer roles, perhaps?
I think that's true, but I mean, as a sabbatical officer, you'd have to take a year out, and I've already taken, I'll be at university for 5 years by the end of my degree, and so I think that I'm confident that as a student trustee, I'd be able to put in 100% of my effort and my energy into the role, given that I have other commitments as well. Whereas I think a sabbatical role is obviously a big thing to consider, and I don't think they're directly comparable, really.
You say in your manifesto that you're interested in, and I quote, financial risk analysis. What does that mean?
Yeah. So currently, actually, on my placement year, I'm working within the insurance industry, within the sort of actuarial division of a company, and I think I've always been interested in, it sounds a bit boring to say, I suppose, but I've always been interested in risk analysis, not only from the perspective of finance, but also within project management, as part of my engineering degree.
So why would this be beneficial if you were elected?
Well, so there's a number of subcommittees. So, for example, there's a financial subcommittee, and it's their job to review any decisions which fit within their sort of realm of expertise or realm of interest. And within the financial subcommittee, I hope to be able to bring that knowledge and that experience, but also from a student perspective.
Just finally, we haven't got very long left. You talk about transparency. How would you make sure students knew what you were doing?
I think the key is communication, and communication via social media. It's just important to let students know what USU is thinking about at any given time, what USU is proposing, is about to propose.
Dariush, thank you very much. That's the end of this interview. We now hand over to Studio Blue.